Your warm-up for Tuesday, May 12th. We're doing 2 rounds here, starting out with 10 close stance air squats. So those feet are going to be nice and close, squatting down. Think about driving the knees forward a little bit so that way you can get that stretch through the calves each and every time. Then we have 10 single leg toe touches, 5 for right, 5 for left, reaching down, touching the toes, coming back up, 5 on the right side, 5 on the left side. Then 10 regular stance squats. So going out to that approximate shoulder stance width, squatting it down, standing it back up. Then we have little tuck in and outs. I don't really know if that is the proper name for these, but that's what we call them. We start in a tuck position and then we extend the body out and bring it back each and every time. So almost like a V-up scale. Then after that, flip over to your stomach and we have our trunk lift. So you're going to be down on the ground, lifting up the trunk each and every time to warm up that lower back. Your level 2 strength today is an EMOM 14, and we are alternating back and forth between 10 weighted glute bridges and then a range of staggered deadlifts, just depending on the time domain there. Now, for these glute bridges, you can do these on the floor, no problem. You're going to get your weight, your dumbbell or a kettlebell, put it on your hip flexors or in that hip area. Then from here, squeezing the glutes, we're going to press those hips straight up. When you get to that top position, also think about pulling the hamstrings back to the glutes so that we get that full body engagement from the backs of the knees to the middle of your back. Now, if you happen to have a bench or a chair or something along the lines where you can do this exercise that you're seeing Rach do, this is technically called a hip thrust. This is what we want you doing. So hips are going to get low, weight is still on the hips. Then from here, keeping the chin tucked, we are going through a larger range of motion, getting those hips all the way to the sky, still thinking the same thing about squeezing the glutes, the hamstrings, and the low back each and every time. Great way to light up that backside. Then the next minute, we have 16 to 20 staggered deadlifts. So keep it an even number so that way you can keep it on each side. You're going to hold that dumbbell down or the kettlebell down, keeping both heels on the ground with these staggered deadlifts. That's the main thing here because it's really going to isolate that front hamstring, and that slight rotation is going to really light up the low back. So if you can get through 20, 10 and 10, please do so. If not, bring it back down to 16. We do 8 and 8. Either way, that backside is going to get lit up today. It's going to be an awesome Tuesday. Let's get after it. Your level 1 and level 2 workout for May 12th. For time, we have a high volume burner. You've got 80 goblet squats, 60 Russian swings, 40 sit-ups, then 60, 40, 20 of the same movement. So when we're going through those goblet squats, I want you to pick a challenging weight for either your dumbbell or your kettlebell. You're going to pull that sucker up to the chest, get it into that nice front squat position, squat it down, stand it up, drive through the floor each and every time. I'm not expecting you to do 80 reps unbroken. That would be crazy, but try and do nice big sets. Then we're going into Russian swings. Squeeze the abs, hinge the hips back, pop the hips up. Try and do these 60 Russian swings unbroken, or at minimum a set of 30 and 30, okay? Then we're moving into sit-ups. These can be butterfly sit-ups today. That's totally fine. Grab an ab mat if you have it. Bring the chest or the shoulders all the way down to the ground, hands behind you, and throw those suckers through. Then you get back up when you've got goblet squats, Russian swings, and sit-ups again. Time cap is 16 minutes on this. That is a pretty generous time cap. I want you guys shooting to try and have this one done in under 14. Make sure no matter what though that you're keeping a nice steady pace throughout the entire workout.